What is going on, guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hang tight real quick. Let me get everything set up. What's going on, guys? I'm going to play something for you guys.
Jump up and down, we're taking over the scene. Crypto koala, yeah. We're living the dream from YouTube to Discord. Our community reigns. Stronger than ever, we're breaking the chains. No FUD allowed, we're spreading the love. Koalas on Solana, soaring high above. Building the biggest token, ready to explode. We're here to stay. Watch our empire grow. Welcome, oh welcome, it's time to start the show. Crypto koala, we're ready to blow. We're the strongest community in the interwebs. No one can stop us, we're turning heads.
I didn't realize it was so low.
We're turning heads.
Welcome, 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 guys. Look at that intro. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's doing good. What's going on, Rosales, Texan, Nico, Owen, Anthony, what's going on? Tim, God, Skrilla, what's going on, bro? Yeah, it's been a while. Fajerio. Tim said, what was the verdict for the hibachi situation? How was dinner? Oh, it was fire, bro. I ate way too much. I ate my whole freaking plate. And if you know anything about hibachi, usually you bring home a lot of food, right? I ate my whole freaking plate. I ended up getting shrimp and steak. So, because it was my brother's birthday, so I was buying him dinner. I had my daughter with me. Ended up dropping like $150 for dinner, which some people are like, oh, that's it? $150? Well, it was a little. If I would have threw on that lobster, I probably would have been looking at like 180. So I was like, you know what? let's take it easy. We'll get some shrimp and some steak, which I think next time I go, I'm gonna probably get like scallops or something. I don't know. The shrimp were good, but I don't know. But that was the situation. But I appreciate you asking, bro. Randy, what's going on, bro? Easy, Eller. What is going on? So let's jump right into this, guys. So obviously we saw the markets today. Let's just jump right into Bitcoin. So we saw the markets today. If you guys remember the stream yesterday, I was actually telling you guys that if we kept testing this level right here at the 62 or the 61.5, that we most likely were going to break it. And today, this morning, we ended up breaking it. And look where we dropped. I know in the Discord, and I'm going to post the Discord here in a minute, I gave an update. I was like, yo, Bitcoin's dropping. We probably will see. I was looking at it real quick because I was in the middle of something, but I said 59.5. But really, my line for support was 59.6. It was 59.595. So we'll call it 59.6. You can see Bitcoin almost came exactly to where I had it marked. It went down to 59.669. Hey, 69. So, I mean, literally a freaking hair right above where my support level was. So I feel good. I feel good. We mapped out this next spot, and yesterday I was telling you guys that if we do break this spot right here that we kept bouncing on, you see we kept bouncing, that we most likely next spot for some support was going to be somewhere around this area, around this 59.6, 59.7 area, and you can see that's exactly where we came down to. So for right now, you know, I'm not going to say things look bad, right? I'm still not going to get bearish or anything like that. I honestly think that we're going to be perfectly fine. If we zoom out and you actually think about this, we have hit these levels You can see back here, this was in March 5th. We came back, so literally about 6 weeks ago, we came down. We were at around 69,000. We dropped down to 59.6, and you can see right after that we ran up to all-time highs. So it's not like we're too far from getting to right back to where we were just a few weeks ago. I mean, it is what it is. Like I keep telling you guys, honestly, like myself, I'm just taking advantage of the dips, and I just keep eating them up, you know, and I'm doing it small increments because obviously we don't know exactly what's going to bring for tomorrow or whatever the case is, but eventually we are going to get to a spot where the markets are going to reverse and start going back up. So this could be, like I said, we were talking about, you know, what's going on economically as far as across the world. You know, we're not going to get into all that, but we also were mapping out for the last few months that we were going to see somewhat of a sell the news event. Didn't seem like it was going to work out just like this, but it is what it is. We could be seeing a combination of what's going on in the Middle East on top of, you know, maybe a sell the news event in the crypto market, particularly with the halving coming up in 2 days. But also, you know, what really leads me to think that it's not really the sell the news event particularly is that you can see the stock market itself has been in red for the last few days. You can see it. I mean, it's been in the red as well. There hasn't been where the stock markets are rallying, but crypto's down. Everything is down. Even the dollar is down today. So the only thing that's really doing good is futures like oil, gold, silver. And I'm not going to say they're doing good, but they're at least in the green. They're kind of just stagnant. So Randy said, play the song. I'll play the song one more time. So we have a channel song now real quick. Just bear with me. Where is it? Where's the song? Uh-oh, did I exit out of it? I think I did. Hold on here. Oh, man. I think I exited out of the song, Randy. Let me pull it up here. There it is.
Jump up and down, we're taking over the scene. Crypto koala, yeah. We're living the dream from YouTube to Discord. Our community reigns. Stronger than ever, we're breaking the chains. No FUD allowed, we're spreading the love. Koalas on Solana, soaring high above. Building the biggest token, ready to explode. We're here to stay. Watch our empire grow. Welcome, welcome, it's time to start the show. Crypto koala, we're ready to blow. We're the strongest community in the interwebs. No one can stop us, we're turning heads.
Let's see those fists pumping. Let's go, let's go. Fist pumping.
We're turning heads.
Said he feels like he's at a party right now. Let's go, let's go. And that's the official No FUD Koala AI song that we just created today. Absolutely crazy what you can do with AI, guys. You just feed them a couple lines and they literally can make a whole song within like 5 seconds. So definitely awesome. Shout out to that whole No FUD Koala gang out there. I should start doing koala sounds, right? Oh yeah, we did a vote. No koala sounds. That is right. We did a vote. few weeks back, or it's like probably been a month now, and they said they do not want to hear me do koala sounds, so I'm not gonna do it. All right, so let's look at so Milady. Let's get back into this. Put our serious faces on, right? So Milady right now sitting at around 13.8. Honestly, she's looking juicy. She is looking real juicy. Honestly, like I said, right now these levels are looking beautiful as far as accumulating. I had to drink some water. You know, you saw this big drop. We saw the big drop, and you can see that we did rebound, but it's really hasn't rebounded, as much as we want to see right now. So that's why I just like right now, the only thing you really can say for a lot of these projects is just right now should be accumulation. Right now should be accumulation. And I keep telling you guys in small increments, because if we continue to drop down, you can still take advantage of these drops, right? But the whole time you're just buying and buying and buying. So when we start moving back up, you can look back and be like, hell yeah, I'm glad I ate that dip, right? So Prodigy, we might have to do the koala sound, bro. We might have to do that koala sound, bro. I'm sorry. It's just part of being with the squad. I'm just kidding. So looking at the bubbles for today, this is the daily on the top 100 projects. You guys can see, obviously, it's to be expected. There really is just everything's pretty much in the red. There are a couple players that are doing some stuff. You have Sui. You have Injective. That's up 8%. Chills. BitGet. Flares up 1%. Nothing too crazy. Nothing really standing out. Let's see if we can find anything. Look at this. Book of Meme is up. Muse down like crazy. Let's look at Book of Meme and see what's going on. Because remember, Book of Meme has been down. Damn, this thing dropped down. Oh my gosh. Remember what we looked at for Book of Meme like a few days ago? We didn't check it out yesterday. And oh man, this thing is down like crazy. But I want to see... Where's my chart? There it is right there. Holy crap, this thing dropped down. It didn't all the way come down to the 786, but you can see it almost came down to the 786. So right now, let's check out the market cap on this project particularly. You see Milady sitting at right around $100 million, where we've pretty much been sitting for the last like 2 days. So it's down to about 500 million. So still decent sized market cap. Obviously on the smaller side compared to where it was. This was 1.2 billion. So you can see this thing is retraced about 60% from its all-time high. So right now, honestly, if this was a project that you've been looking for, because you guys know since this project dropped, I was telling everybody to take their profits. Obviously not financial advice, but take your profits. And I would probably hold off and let this project kind of figure itself out. Right now wouldn't be a bad time to accumulate if this is a project that you believe in. I know a lot of people come and ask about it. So I'm just throwing it out there that right now does not look like a bad opportunity to be dollar cost averaging in on Book of Meme particularly. So Craig said, look at that Ondo. Let's check it out. I know Ondo was... It said Ondo... Let's see here. Ondo. When I looked at CoinDesk or CoinMarketCap, it's not too bad. I will say, Craig, one thing that I am impressed with Ondo is that it's holding, right? It's not really going crazy like, moving, necessarily moving up. For the day, it's technically down not even 1%. One thing I do like is that it's holding. It did break below the 236, but I mean, it's like literally right here, consolidating right under this 236. So, and like we said, what was this yesterday? It made all-time highs 2 days ago. When the market started dumping, this thing was actually pumping, and it made an all-time high. So, I mean, the chart still looks very bullish, very, very bullish, and especially right now, while the market is technically not doing so well, this project has been one of the few that are actually holding really well. So definitely a good buy right there for yourself. Would I buy into this right now? I don't know. I don't know if I would buy into it right now just because it is up like crazy. And like I said, we're in this weird period right now with crypto. It's like we don't know exactly what tomorrow's going to bring, right? We don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. We know that maybe any day now, maybe any week now, we're going to see a bounce and we're probably going to start moving back up. But given the environment that we're in right now, and I mean on the world stage, with the conflicts that are going on, we have the halving happening, and 2 days from now, right? It's really hard to really determine, are we going to be starting to move back up today, tomorrow, in the next few days, or are we going to see a little bit more pain in the market possibly for the next few weeks until we bounce? That's why when I'm looking at this chart right here, particularly, I'm like, I don't know if I would buy in right now. If I was in on the chart, I would be holding. If I was in on the project, I definitely would be holding because it looks great. But me sitting on the sidelines thinking if I'm going to jump in, I probably would hold off, with thinking that maybe if you wait and have patience, you might be able to find some kind of a good spot, a better entry point. Right here was beautiful when it bounced at this 0.5. That would have been a beautiful spot to jump in, but it looks like it was very short-lived, and then obviously followed an all-time high right after that. So, but if you are particularly looking for projects, we're going to cover some projects that are down that I pretty much went over yesterday, but I'll bring them up again that I'm looking at as far as jumping in or adding to my bag. So I'm going to scroll up on the chat real quick because I know I missed out. Let me see here. Let's pin that to the top. Randy said he loved the music. AI is crazy these days. It is. Red Rum. I'm at 5 billion ladies now. Is that good, people? I think that's a solid foundation right there, bro. Like I keep telling you, just keep adding if you're able to. Crypto James said you need to fade that in and out on the broadcast. I will. I'll probably do some kind of like an intro, right? We got to do that for the channel now that we're building up and we're getting bigger. I got to do something. And then when I start getting on camera, I'm going to have like the show's going to start and it's just going to be the microphone and then the song comes on and then I'm going to walk on like almost like I'm walking on set. I'm like, welcome, Crypto Fud, and then something like that. Like Sin City Crypto, they do where they'll play music and they sit there and dance and stuff like that, which I think is hilarious. We'll have to do something like that. Randy said, I feel like I'm at a party. We read that one, and you definitely are at a party, bro. This is the number one channel. We're going to come, and we're going to dance and talk crypto at the same time. Amora said the next Jersey Shore theme song. Prodigy said, I need to put this at the end to Uranus. Well, this is a kid-friendly show, bro. How am I going to have songs telling people to put it in Uranus? Come on, bro. Sheesh, palm face. Just messing with you. Are the sounds that bad? I'm guessing you're talking about koala sounds. Yeah, bro. We looked up the koala sounds on live like a month or two ago, and it was yeah. It definitely was not a month ago. It's been probably a few weeks. It was definitely yeah. It's not something you want to wake up to. I will tell you that. What's going on, Adam? You missed our intro song, bro. Muhammad missed the intro song too. All right, Cryptos James said you could probably get AI to make a cool koala sound. Possibly. Fajerio said, what's the update on Bitcoin's ETF in Hong Kong? We're going to look that up here in a second, bro. I'm just trying to catch up on the chat. So I just scrolled through. I'm sorry if I miss anybody's comment. Just ask again. I know Marlon's in the chat screaming, call. Crypto James said, I'm holding Book of Meme. It's still going up a lot higher in my opinion. Hell yeah. No, I think long term the project's going to do really well. Can you check on Omni? Yes, we'll check that out. Muhammad, we're going to check out NFK. Let's see here. Tim, holding on to Ladies in Caspa. Nice. I got a good feeling about Ondo. Let's see here. Will the war delay the bull run? Well, Owen, I will say if, because really, you can't really say it's a war right? It's a conflict that's kind of, engulfed, right? We can't really say that it's an actual war as of right now. Hopefully, it doesn't escalate into anything serious. Obviously, for financial reasons and for humanitarian reasons, right? We don't want to see any of that stuff spark up. But if it does, if a wider conflict does pop up and you see the states get more involved, yes, it will negatively affect the market, and it will be something that we do not want to see. It will basically derail us from us. It'll basically take us off of our bull run for right now, is what honestly it'll do. So that's why we definitely don't want to see that happen whatsoever for sort of reasons, right? Yep, Randy said make sure you guys hit that like. We got a little over 40 people here and 24 likes. We're getting there. Make sure you guys hit that like. Just got lists on CoinMarketCap today. What are you talking about? I missed what you were talking about, God Skrilla. All right, so let's jump in. Let's see here. So if you guys asked me to look up a project, go ahead and ask me again because I literally I missed like a bunch of comments while I was flying through the chat. Someone wanted me to pull up Krob though. Let's pull it up. Krob, I told you guys this yesterday. Krob's been coming down. You guys can see Krob's been coming down and had an epic run, but you can see it's clearly on its way down. Now, I mean, I'm not going to say that it's done or anything like that, but it needs to get to a certain spot where it's going to catch some kind of a bounce. If you remember a few weeks back, Call was looking like that, right? And we'll click into it. Call was on a downward trend, but it looks like it's kind of broken out of that downward trend. As you can see, we were on our way down, and look, we basically found some kind of a spot where we bounced, consolidated, and we've been on a nice run. Call particularly is on a pump because they just got listed on an exchange, and we covered this yesterday. Shout out to Justin because he always keeps us updated. So Call got listed onto a smaller exchange, but the reason why it's such a big deal is because it's a Chronos project, right? That's on Chronos DeFi. Not even on crypto.com. It's solely traded on Chronos DeFi. Well, now that they're on an actual exchange, whether it be a big exchange or a small exchange, it still is giving an opportunity for new investors to come in and buy in on Call. So with that being said, it's a very bullish move, especially for a project that's been solely started and traded on a DeFi platform. For them to even get their foot in the door and start getting onto smaller exchanges is nothing but a plus. That's on our roadmap for NFK for us to eventually down the road get listed onto some exchanges, whether we start off on smaller exchanges or we just jump straight to Binance. That'd be awesome. But regardless of what I'm saying is that it's a big step for a project, whether you're on Chronos, Solana, whatever the case is, for you to start off on DeFi and for you to finally get onto some exchanges where people can actually easily buy your project, right? Because you guys know on DeFi, all of us know it's easy for us to do the swaps because we do it. We do it a lot. We've done it. But imagine when you first jumped in on DeFi. I remember because I helped a lot of people, on the Discord, on the channel, as far as like getting your feet, into DeFi. It's a little bit of some hurdles that you got to go through, right? You got to open up a DeFi wallet. You got to make sure you send, Crow or Solana to that DeFi wallet, and then you got to get onto the swaps. You got to know, how to copy and paste your addresses on whatever projects you want to buy in on. It can be a little bit nerve-wracking for a newer trader. You throw in that they're on another exchange where someone could just go onto their exchange like Coinbase, and they just see, oh look at this new project, the market cap's low, and just hit buy, right? They just put how many they want to, and they can just buy it. It takes out all the harder work. But that's why I always tell you guys, you want to catch these projects like this before they get onto those big exchanges, because it might be to us it's easy, right? But to other people it's difficult to trade on DeFi. For us, it's easier, but it gives you the advantage because you're getting in on all these projects before they actually get onto bigger exchanges and possibly blow. So shout out to Call. Call's definitely doing really well, and that's great. I think who was the other? There was Call. Oh, and there was another one that's on my watch list that did really well today on Chronos. Cat with Mane. You guys see Cat with Mane? This actually it doesn't look like it's doing well, but it's actually up 70% for today. And you guys can see the market cap is only $50,000 for Cat with Mane. You know what's crazy is I saw it down here yesterday and I freaking forgot. I was like, I'm going to just throw a bag at this. I was like, it got so low that I was like, I'm just going to throw a bag and see if it sticks. And you can see if you caught this bottom, you'd be up probably about 70% right now for Cat with Mane. So not bad at all. And let's just, while we're doing DeFi, let's jump in on No FUD Koala. This is our native token for the channel. You guys can see we're doing good. We're up technically 3% for the 6 hour, only 2% for the 24 hour. But I will tell you, in a sea of red right now, in the whole market that's not doing the best, right? Whole market not doing the best. You can see that we definitely are still holding strong and on our upward momentum. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we start hitting some all-time highs in the next week or two for NFK, No FUD Koala. We've been killing it as far as like just getting the word out there, getting new investors. So if you guys are interested, check it out on Solana. You'd have to have a Solana wallet. You can buy it on Jupiter and Radium for the swap. So check it out. Alex said, no one talks about Ethereum Classic. What's your thoughts? So my thoughts on Ethereum Classic, bro. I mean, nothing negative on Ethereum Classic whatsoever. Like nothing negative. Where are they sitting at? Around $25. I will say when we were in the bull run, 2021, Ethereum Classic did really well. It did really well. Let's scroll back, and I remember one of my buddies was like, "Buy in on this." It was like $13 at the time, and you guys can see Ethereum Classic ran all the way up to about $180. So, as far as right now, if you're asking if it's a good time to buy in, I don't think it's a bad time, right? You can see it was on a nice run, definitely cooling off with the whole market. I think in the bull run, regardless, Ethereum Classic will run with the market, possibly get back up to these highs that it did have back in 2021. And you can see 200-day moving average right here. It's sitting right above the 200-day, so it's definitely still bullish on the project for sure. So $25, not a bad price to be buying Ethereum Classic. Craig said, "I'm just hitting the like button." I was gonna say something, but I didn't want to call you out. I saw that you didn't hit the like button yet, and I was like, in my head, I'm like, should I call Craig out and be like, bro, why haven't you hit the like? But I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna do it. Let him just naturally figure it out. I'm glad you did, and I didn't have to call you out, bro. But I appreciate that. Randy said, "Hey, Crip, how's Soulmail doing?" Let's look it up. You haven't asked me about Soulmail in a while. What do you got? Some surprise, Randy? Because I know how you are, bro. This thing's probably up like 4,000%. Let's see here. Wow, look how long it's been, Randy, since we've looked at Soulmail. It's been like it's been probably about a month since you brought it up. But I remember when you did bring it up, I said this project was a solid project. I like the idea. I like the idea of this project where they're basically going to be acquiring like email and messaging as far as through your DeFi wallet. I think it's pretty cool. But you can see, so they went on a beautiful run, making an all-time high up towards around 9 cents. And they did break down. They were trying to hold consolidating but eventually they have broke down, and since then they have dropped to under a penny. So I mean, you can see, from this all-time high to where it's at right now, it is down considerably. So I mean, if you're still bullish long term, I hope you made some profits off this. I know you bought in, but I would say long term, I think this project will probably do really well. Hopefully they have a good dev team behind them, and they're making moves behind the scenes. So, because I like I said, definitely like the thought behind the project, right? It's not your typical DeFi, Solana project. So I feel like they stand out. So right now, not a bad time whatsoever. It's sitting under that 786, consolidating. Obviously, the bottom would be around the bottom of the fib. So I mean, it's still hovering well above those lows. Not a bad time whatsoever, I think, to be accumulating on the project. Easy said, can we look at Crow on DeFi via Chronos? Oh, I thought it said Crow. You're talking about RCO. Okay. For whatever reason, my eyes are playing a trick on me, and I thought it said Crow. Yeah, let me pull up. So you said RCO. Maybe no dollar sign. Oh, what is that? Raccoon? They're running ads. Nice. Oh, yeah. Like I always tell you guys, because now that we're running a project as well, one thing I do like is whenever you can come on and you see this right here, when you see that they're marketing boost, that means they're paying, or they paid for ads to be for basically for publicity on their project on the deck screener, which it is very expensive to run depending on how long it runs for. Well, I mean, regardless, it's expensive. They're charging a lot. You guys know that if you're familiar with our squad. So definitely very bullish as far as seeing that the devs are investing in the project. As far as the charts, let's see here. For the day, it's up 41%, so that's not bad. So looking right here, you can see it hit its head right here at the 382. And that's been a big spot. If you can see, 1, we'll call it 2, 3, 4. This is the 5th time it's come up, and it's hit its head on the 382. So big spot for some resistance. If it breaks this 382, I wouldn't be surprised if you're breaking to all-time highs. If it does get rejected, you're probably going to come back down towards around the 618 at the 39, or maybe break a little bit below that 618. In between the 618 and the 786, you can see like right here, it's bounced multiple times in between those two fibs, and that's going to be marked at the 35. So if this thing can break above the 382, which is going to be your 51, this thing's most likely going to be taken off to all-time highs. If it gets rejected, you're most likely going to be coming back down eventually. I'm not saying it's going to come immediately and just crash, but eventually you're probably going to be bleeding down towards the 35 and possibly seeing some support. And maybe it does another run. Maybe you can keep catching these swings. So it looks like that's what it's doing. Oh, yeah. So it looks like you're up. You said, so, hell yeah. Nice. Oh, Randy, you got out. Nice. Good. Well, I mean, shit, if you're looking at it, I mean, right now is not a bad time to maybe jump in on it. I don't know. Sometimes it's like with those projects, when you can see how it's just been slowly but surely heading down, it's like you throw your money in it and you could be stuck in that project for a while, right? So I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I would jump in on it. It stinks because I think they have a good concept behind the project, Soulmail. So, Owen I said, bro, can you check out Cock and You? Yeah, let's check that out. Every time I always want to say something, but I'm like, this is a kid-friendly show, so don't say it. can't see. What the hell? Get out of my way. All right. So you're asking, is it a good time to pack on this dip? Let's pull up the market cap. They're probably bleeding down, obviously, because of the market and because George has been on vacation, so he hasn't been promoting the project in a while. My boy went on, what, like a 3 freaking week vacation. He's out there living it in Europe. So you can see, obviously, you guys made this high. You've been slowly but surely coming down. You bounced at the, I believe that's a 786. Let me zoom out. Yep, looks like you bounced right here at the 786. That was a good spot for some support. So to answer your question, is this a good time to buy? Honestly, I think it is. Market cap's dropped down to about $173 million. So like I keep telling you, and I don't want you guys to think that I'm just saying this for every project, but right now, for any project that we pull up, I'm going to pretty much say for the most part, if it's down like 99% of the projects are, it's a good time to be dollar cost averaging in. Small increments, just buying in and just adding to your bag. So right now, yes, I would say, not financial advice, I think this is a solid time to be accumulating on the project. You can see you're getting a beautiful dip on this project right now. So definitely not a bad time to be just accumulating. Julio said, "Hey bro, I closed a long on Caspa, 250%. Nice. Now I'm going to buy ladies. Hell yeah." That's how you do it. Take advantage of these swings. Demon asked, "Will Milady's delete a zero during Bitcoin's halving?" Well, I mean, you got to remember the halving is just it's in 2 days from now, right? We're gonna go through the halving, and then it's gonna be that's it. Remember, the halving is basically the rewards for mining Bitcoin are gonna be cut in half, right? The reason why it's bullish is because that means less Bitcoin are gonna be going into circulation for every miner that there is. Is this gonna cause Milady's to eat up a zero in 2 days? I would probably say no, not in the next 2 days. But I think, and I know, that down the road, we will easily be eating a zero, and we'll probably be eating a lot more than just a zero. So that's why I keep telling you guys, look at this beautiful dip that we have. If you're taking advantage of it, I think long term, it's going to play out really well for you. So, but can it eat up a dip in 2 days? No. But yeah, you're saying so maybe in the few months for sure. I really do think we're going to be back on track, and I still am sticking to my altcoin season theory of towards the end of this year, we'll most likely be seeing altcoins going parabolic. Drinking some water. Obviously, that's within consideration that, and I remember I always tell you guys this, and now it even means even more. As long as we don't get thrown a curveball, aka, a wide conflict of some kind of bad things happen across the world, that can draw, some kind of war or whatever the case may be, because that will probably be, something that could bring the market down. Sorry, I'm looking at the Discord. I forgot that I didn't even post the Discord in the chat. Let me post that in real quick. Let's see here. All right. So I just posted in the chat the Discord link. If you guys are active on the Discord, make sure you guys join. I always tell you guys this. We're getting up to 200 people, close to 200 people in the Discord from all across the world. So I mean, if you guys are up in the middle of the night and you guys want to talk crypto, we always have people in the Discord. I mean, all night freaking talking crypto. I have to put my phone on silent just because it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, bro, I have to sleep, right? Or I'll usually mute Prodigy because he's like constantly hitting me up. I'm like, bro, I gotta put you on mute, bro. I'm just messing with you. I don't ever do that, Prodigy. I'm just messing, bro. Easy said if the project has drive and has a Discord, etc., or other and other boxes are checked, I don't mind throwing a lump in. I hear you. I hear you. Carlos said, bro, can you please check Toshi on base? Let's do that. And then I want to get into some news. But we'll check out the projects real quick. So Toshi on base. I was going to say, didn't we pull this up? So you can see, bro, real quickly, you can see it obviously ran up to the top of the fib at the 76. Since then, it has dropped down. I don't remember when the last time we saw this. Oh, excuse me. But I remember mentioning, I think if this stayed above the 236, that you were going to probably see another run. Obviously, it broke below the 236. So what you're looking for next as some support is going to be most likely this 618, but honestly, I don't like the 618 because you can see it never really found some support at the 618. It's most likely going to drop below the 618, anywhere around 618 to the 786, which is going to be somewhere around that 17. We'll call it the 20 to 17 area right there. So definitely clearly on a downward move, but I don't think that the project's done with. Sometimes you got to see those dramatic moves to the downside for the buyers to kind of take over, and maybe it starts up another run. So if you're long term, bro, you're going to be getting some good spots to buy in as far as this project. BP said, hold on here, Hungry. Do you think Milady can 500x? 500x would be what? What would 500x be right now on the market cap? BP, I got you, bro. Hold on one second. 500x, 500 times. Let me see here. 500 times 100 million would be what? I think that would be 50 billion, bro. Let me see here. I think, bro, 500x from where it's at right now, I think would be a 50. Yeah, I think that would be like a 50 billion 500x, if I'm not mistaken, from where we're at right now. So to answer your question, I mean, anything can happen, right? But to be honest, you guys know I keep giving you those conservative predictions. I still am calling somewhere around anywhere from like a 2 to 10 billion dollar market cap. That would be most likely somewhere around a 50 to 100x from what I'm predicting. 500x still possible, but you know, now you're starting to get up in those high market caps. So that's like Dogecoin, Shiba territory right there for the last bull run. So I'm not saying that it can't happen, but I want to put it in that perspective just so, you know, you understand. Don't set your standards too high as far as, oh, I'm not selling until we 500x, because we might 100x, which is still absolutely crazy gains. But 500x, like I said, is possible, right? Anything's possible with crypto, but you're getting up there, bro. You know what I'm saying, as far as market cap. So BP's asking Fudd, what do you think about Ryoshi with knife? I know Rare likes the token. Let me pull that up real quick, because weren't they kind of on a run? So I mean, this project, I mean, I'm not like 100, I'm not like crazy bullish on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not bearish on it whatsoever. You can just see that they've been on, this has been since the end of, what is this? Okay, so for basically this month, for the last 3 weeks, they have literally been in a consolidation mode. They can't break the 0.5 for the life of them. They can't break that 0.5. You can see they briefly, a hairline above 0.5, and it got rejected. But you can see they've multiple times have tried to make it up and keep getting rejected. So, you know, not bearish on the project whatsoever, but it's just, it hasn't really intrigued me to really want to jump in on the project particularly. So, but I mean, small market cap, $600,000 market cap, liquidity seems there. You know, I know Prodigy's like, you know, mentioned stuff about it, and I've seen, you know, things that they're trying to build. They have their own little swap going. So, I mean, definitely a legit project. So, but what I'm getting to is you might end up putting your money into this and sitting on it for a while before you see any kind of big gains. You know, who knows? God, what'd you say? You spammed your project. Let's see here. Oh, okay, you're talking about BASSWAP? We're never going to get to the news, guys. We're never going to get to the news. Nah, we'll get to it. So is this what you're talking about, God? BASSWAP? BTW, or what, is this what you were saying? Yeah, BSW. I believe this is it. Oh, it just got listed on CoinMarketCap. Nice. Let's pull it up on here. Is it based swap or is it base swap? Yeah, base swap, not base. Yep. So you can see they just got listed on here, and obviously their info's not updated yet as far as like the market cap and all that good stuff. But definitely dope that they got listed on here. As far as the project, how long have they been out for? For 8 months. So I mean, they've been out for a while. So I mean, let me ask you this: why are you so bullish on this? Just because they got listed on CoinMarketCap? Or do you actually, is there something that you're like that makes you bullish on this project? And I'm not like, I'm really asking, you know what I'm saying? You can see that they've been on a nice run, but they're clearly on a downward move. So you never know, might see this drop down to the 786. Could be the bounce that they need, you know, to find that support and go on another run. So wrong project. Killing me, bro. Oh, so it is based swap. All right. What's going on, Flip? All right. Based swap. That was the first one that popped up on here. All right. This looks a little bit okay. I got you, bro. So market cap's at around $4 million. Definitely a lot better looking chart right here, bro. Definitely a lot better chart. So yeah, they just dropped about a little over a week ago. They're up about 100%. $4 million market cap. Looks good. It looks good. So you already know what I'm gonna say. Definitely just made an all-time high at around the 4.7 cents. As long as this thing can hold the 236, so if it does see somewhat of a retracement, as long as it can stay above this 236 at the 3.6 cent mark, I'm bullish on it. And I think if it does see some kind of a big bounce, you could be breaking all-time highs. And I wouldn't be surprised. You know, it's big news when you get dropped on to CoinMarketCap, right? Especially off of a DeFi project. So I mean, definitely looks good. Doesn't look bad at all. Looks like it's on a nice run. So if you want, let this chart kind of mature itself, and we can keep checking it out as we move on this week, next week. But like I said, one thing I would say is just make sure you're watching. If it holds this 236, nice little bounce, you'll probably see a nice continuation in this run. So Flip with the $10 super chat, bro. I appreciate that. Lighten up the chat right there with all that yellow. I appreciate that, bro. He said, update on CKB, please, bro. Let's check it out. Oh, damn, we haven't looked at this in a while. Broke out here. Is this? This isn't the same. Why? Oh, it is. Nervo's network? I didn't realize it was CKB is the acronym. Not too shabby, bro. So under $1 billion market cap, but I mean they're up there, $940 million, $63 million in volume. So I mean they're definitely running. Why? No, this isn't the same chart. This isn't the same chart. Is it? Oh, it is. All right, it is. So I'm like, wait. This chart, I'm like, it looks like it's up, but on here. So for the month, you can see they were on a crazy run, but for the last few weeks, obviously they've been cooling down, given, the whole market's been cooling down. So you can see they bounced off this 0.5 right here at the 2 cent mark. So hopefully that holds. You can see that they've bounced multiple times, and so far it's been holding. I will tell you, though, and this goes for any project, you guys already know, if we keep retesting certain levels, whether they're on their way down or on the way up, it eventually is going to break. So what we're going to want to see is some kind of bounce as far as finding support at this 0.5, but seeing some kind of momentum behind that support and us start moving up, because you don't want to see this keep testing this 0.5 because it's going to break. And then obviously you have the 618 as the next spot that's on some beautiful support that I can almost bet that if it does break, the 618 is going to hold, and that's going to be around that 1.6 cents. So definitely the chart does look great. It did break this all-time high, broke the 236. That's why you're seeing that now it's obviously on a downward move, but it looks like as of now it has found some support at this 0.5 again. Like I keep saying, we need to see some kind of a bounce, or this thing's going to test and it's going to break. And then you're going to be talking about the 618 at around the 1.6. So I don't know, Flip, if you're already invested in the project. I would be watching for this bounce at the 0.5. Hopefully that comes through. If you're not invested in the project, then I would be waiting for maybe a break below that 0.5. The 618 would be a good spot to either buy in on the project or dollar cost average in at around 1.6 cents. So definitely doesn't look bad. Those are two spots that you're going to want to see or kind of monitor as far as if you're going to be adding to your bag or whatever the case is. So, but good luck with that, bro. Crypto James just blessed 5 people with memberships. Nice. Fagerio, finally. Fagerio, you're a member. I could have sworn you already were one. April likes crypto, hiding in the shadows over there. Okay, I see you. Jumped in and got that membership. Shazan and Uberbolt and Chris all got blessed with the membership. So, hell yeah. Make sure you guys tell James, if you can, just give him a little thank you. Be like, thank you, James. Thank you, James. Flip said he's been in since 2021, so you don't have any you're not selling anytime soon. So if you bought in on 21, I wonder, are you up right now or are you down? I would almost imagine that you're probably down on the project for right now, right? If that's the case, Flip, then I would be watching to maybe just accumulate more if you're able to. I mean, hopefully you were buying in all back here because you had 2 years to dollar cost average in on this project. Oh, you're up. Nice. Good. Good. So, yeah, like I said, when we zoom out, now you can really see this 0.5 has to hold. If it keeps testing this 0.5, it's going to break, and you're looking at the 618. Hopefully you do see that bounce, and you'll start running up towards the upside. But given the market right now, things are a little spicy out there. So we'll see how this plays out. But I'm at least happy that you're up on that. Troy wants us to look at Mog coin. So let's bring up Mog. I swear, Mog's got a decent little community, because when y'all come in here, y'all are very... You have manners, but it's like, I always when you guys come in, you know you're here because it's like, can you please check Mog? All right, so since the last time we've looked at Mog even broke the next spot. I remember putting this here when Mog kind of bounced, and I was like, this is going to be the next spot for some support. It didn't really even bounce off this spot. I guess you can say slightly a few times, but it easily broke this support level that we had mapped out. And you can see it's currently sitting in between the 786 and the 618 at around that 43 level. So, I mean, I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to be honest with you. You can see it's clearly on a downward move, right? Clearly on a downward move as of right now. Let me see here. Give me my trend line. You can see it's clearly on a downward move. So I would say if you're bullish long-term on Mog, you're getting blessed. Like I've been telling everybody on every project we pull up, for the most part, you're getting blessed with some beautiful price action right now to where I would just be focused on dollar cost averaging in, right? Focus on dollar cost averaging in. You'll know when this thing is going to start rallying again. We're going to break this trend line. And as of right now, we aren't doing that. You can see clearly it has been hitting its head on this trend line and making lower highs. So dollar cost average in is the only thing I can say for Mog if you're bullish long term. And I think Mog will do really well in this next bull run. I really do. So while I have a break on checking out projects, a couple things I want to look at, guys. So Bitcoin's price prediction anticipating 150,000 post halving amid market corrections. So as Bitcoin trades at 61,577, down approximately 2.5% with the $42 billion trading volume over 24 hours. Market watchers are paying close attention. We are. With the market cap of around 1.2 trillion, Bitcoin continues to lead on CoinMarketCap. This cryptocurrency with 19 million Bitcoin in circulation, nearly its max of 21 million, is poised at a critical juncture. The Bitcoin price prediction now hinges on upcoming market movements and technical indicators closely monitored, blah, blah, blah. Let's see here. So ahead of upcoming Bitcoin halving, the miner fear factor is at an all-time high, driving investors' focus towards Riot platforms and Clean Spark. Let's see here. In a recent research note, highlighted these companies as top picks, applauding their exceptional performance and leadership in self-mining hash rates. So those are going to be probably bigger mining farms that are out there. Despite Bitcoin's mining stocks lagging behind Bitcoin's price year to date, the halving, which will cut mining rewards by 50% and slow Bitcoin's supply growth, is expected around April 19th to April 20th, which is in 2 days, guys. This event historically precedes significant Bitcoin price increases, although the cycle saw early gains due to the ETF approvals. So let's get into the meat and bones here and see what they're talking about. So with this chart right here, you can see obviously what we've seen in the charts. Bitcoin is on a downward move, and it's going to be like what's going to be the spot where it finds that spot for some solid support and we start bouncing, right? So let's see here. The technical indicator on the 2-hour chart suggests a bearish sentiment. The relative strength, the RSI, stands at 32, indicating that Bitcoin is potentially oversold, but still under the pressure as the RSI remains below the midline of 50. This suggests continued bear momentum in the short term. Additionally, the 50-day exceptional moving average, the EMA, at 63,850 acts as a resistance level, reinforcing the downward trend observed at the chart. Let's see here. All right, and then let's go into here. There was something else that I did want to look at, but I guess I don't know if I lost it or what. Not even going to read into this article. There was something that I did want to check out real quick. Troy, no worries, dude. Justin said he has a few Riot stocks. Nice. What did I miss? Oh, okay, James. Hell yeah, James. Thank you again for blessing them with that with those memberships, bro. Definitely. And make sure you guys, so this weekend we have, I think it's our 4th members only stream that's going to be this weekend. And remember, next month in May, we are going to be having another airdrop for members only for our NFK tokens. So all you have to do to be eligible to receive the airdrop is basically be a member, $5 to join. Obviously, you're going to get all the other perks that come with it. And then you have to have a Solana wallet. And I can walk you through the Solana wallet as well. So just looking to see what Bitcoin's doing right now. On the 4-hour, it looks like she's trying to bounce, but you can easily see what they had on that chart was they were looking at the 2-hour. And you can see that there's obviously a downward move for right now. Until we break, we'll put a trend line on here. And until we break this trend line, it's gonna most likely be, more pain in the market. But the thing with Bitcoin is that, tomorrow we could wake up and Bitcoin's right back up to 64, 65,000. We broke trend and we start moving up. So that's why I keep telling you guys, me personally, I'm not really worried about it. I'm not worried about it whatsoever. I'm just dollar cost averaging in on all my projects that I'm bullish on. And I say that, and I haven't really been doing it as much because there's a couple projects that you guys know, particularly Arbitrum, that's at $1.10, $1.11. I did say that if it drops down to under $1, I'm most likely going to be dropping in on Arbitrum. So I'm still watching Arbitrum. Myro is another one right now at 14 cents that I definitely want to get my hands on. So I'm kind of just waiting to see if we can break around that 10 cent or under mark on Myro. Another one that I am looking at, Craig, PRQ. That's another small cap project that I am looking at to possibly jump in on because it always has these little crazy spikes. Market cap's at only $33 million traded on Coinbase. You can see we did drop down and we hit our 200-day moving average at around 12 cents even. So we haven't been to these levels where it's at right now. It hasn't been this low since back in January. So definitely a good little time, I think, for this project to possibly buy in on. So I might take advantage of this and jump in on this project. So PRQ, you guys can check that out as well. Jasmy bounced beautifully at the 0.5 right here. You can see, look at that, twice she bounced off the 0.5, and the 0.5 is price range at 1.6 pennies. You can see beautifully bounced right there off that 0.5, and a good price range right now at around 1.8 that I think is not a bad spot to buy. And I mean, honestly, you can see it's at the 1.8. 2 cents is where we're pretty much bullish, right? Anything above 2 cents on Jasmy, it's really not far from that 2 cent mark. If you really think about it, I mean, you're only 10% away from that 2 cent mark. So that's nothing for Jasmy to get right back up there. Bunk's been beat down. Look at that. Bounced off the 200A. Isn't that crazy? We haven't done that on ladies yet. But look at, so 200 days not far from where we're at right now for ladies. We didn't come all the way down to our 200 day. You can see Bunk got beat down worse Our 200-day, if we come down and bounce, we'd have to gain a 0. It's at the 92 mark. So we haven't got near that yet for ladies. Adam said he's thinking about putting $100 long on Bitcoin. Well, let's check that out. Let's check that out real quick. Let me zoom in. So you're thinking about doing $100 long on Bitcoin. You guys know when I start leverage trading, I want to zoom in on the charts. I like to zoom in on the charts and see exactly what's going on. And if you're a member, you already know what we're looking for. Obviously, you guys have been doing the courses on how to be a better trader. If you guys are interested, make sure you guys hit that join button. So we're going to be using our moving averages. So Adam, right now looking at Bitcoin particularly. So our low today, Adam, is 59. You can see we already talked about this right here at the 59.6, right? Where we're sitting right now, you can see we have found support above the 20-day moving average. This blue line is going to be our 50. So far, you can see we got one bounce above the 50. So honestly, if you're going to open up, and it's already doing what I was just about to say, I would wait to open up the long. Maybe wait for us to come back down to the 20-day, because right now it's not giving me it's not giving me confidence that it's going to start moving up yet. Just because you can see we have not got confirmation that we're going to bounce above the 50. So right now, we'll have to see how this plays out. But I think it's going to maybe come back down and retest this 20-day, possibly at around the 61,003, 61,004. That would be a good spot to possibly catch a long for Bitcoin. And we'll see how that plays out. I have my, looky here. I have my stuff open right here. This was from earlier. I was going to open up a short on Bitcoin. This was a lot earlier. I don't remember what time, but obviously if I would have opened up the short, I would have probably done really well. So you guys can see. And we're trading on, all the members already know this because we covered this on the members only stream. We're trading, other than if you're Prodigy, because Prodigy wasn't listening on the members only stream, and he hit me up and was like, hey, what platform are you guys using to long and short? And I'm like, just looked at him. I'm like, bro, are you freaking kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? You're sitting into these members only courses and you're just not even listening. I'm just like, are you kidding me, bro? I had to play with them for a little while, like mess with them. And I'm like, finally, I'm like, bro, we're on Jupiter swap, dude. Like, come on. You know, like, dude, what? I'm just up here just talking. You're not even listening to all this sauce that I'm providing, bro. So hold off, Adam. Hold off. I would wait. I know your fingers are itching, but just wait. Let's see how this plays off. Let's check out Solana. I'm glad I swapped out. I had a bunch of Solana. Was it yesterday or the day before? Excuse me. I swapped out my Solana before this thing actually took a crap. And I'll probably just buy back in on Solana because I need my Solana for my swaps and stuff like that. I literally don't have a lot of Solana right now. I literally swapped everything over to USDC. I'll do that for Chronos and for my Solana. If the markets look like they're about to start coming down, if I'm holding on to a lot, like a chunk, I'll swap Chronos or my Solana over to USDC in the DeFi wallet. Just because, obviously, if you do that, your money will stay the same if you swap it over to USDC. And then, so I did it up here. Now I can just go and swap my USDC back over to Solana, and I'll end up accumulating probably a few $100s more just off that little swap right there, just because Solana's dropped down 10-15% since I did the swap. So let's see here. Amor said, in your opinion, if you had to pick one to throw in the most in, which would it be? Arbitrum, Myro, or PRQ? Damn, bro, you're hitting me with some. That's a hard decision right there, bro. It depends. So long term, I'm very bullish on Arbitrum. You already know. I always talk about it. Long term, I'm very bullish on Arbitrum. So I think long term, right now, buying right now would be a good time to buy. It's a solid. It's at $1.10. I'm technically looking for a little bit lower, a little bit around that dollar mark. But honestly, right now is not a bad time to accumulate Arbitrum. Myro, kind of the same thing. Small market cap. It's at a good price right now, in my opinion, around 14 cents. It's trading on a lot of big platforms, right? So I think in the bull run, Myro, I've already said this plenty of times. I think Myro, I wouldn't be surprised if Myro gets to at least $1 in this next bull run. And then with PRQ, that's probably the more riskier one out of the three, right? Because PRQ has a very small market cap, so probably the most potential for gains. But at the same time, this thing likes to do its own thing, right? You could buy in right now. It's bouncing off the 200, and this thing could drop all the way down to like 10 cents out of nowhere. So I just, like with PRQ, I'm short term with PRQ. So if like I was to throw in something right now, I'd be watching the charts, waiting for some kind of a bounce. Even if and I say short term, could be a week, 2 weeks, maybe a month down the road, but I'm not long-term bullish like I am on Arbitrum. Like, I would put my money in Arbitrum and not even look at it, just let it sit there long-term. So, honestly, to answer your question, I hope that kind of answers it. So, if I was to throw the most, I would probably, and the safer bet would be more towards Arbitrum or Myro. And I think out of those two, I think Myro would probably be the bigger one, just because I feel like it has the better potential for gains. Even though I'm very bullish on Arbitrum. Arbitrum's already at $3 billion. Myro is at like a little bit over $100 million right now. Let's check it out. So I think answering that question, it would be Myro, honestly. I think Myro would be the one. $134 million. So. And Cowie said, where's Lambo? You mean win Lambo, bro. Win Lambo. Win. Where's Lambo, though? To answer, it's at the dealership, waiting for us to go pick it up. It's waiting for us to pick it up. That's where it is. Win. As soon as we start rallying, right? As soon as NFK makes it to that $1 billion market cap, we're going to pick up that Lambo. Yeah, Adam said he was busy with Ryoshi. I know, bro. Oh, win Rari. You know what, bro? What would you guys rather have? That's a good poll. Let's do a poll real quick. I don't know if I spelt Ferrari correctly. Let's Google that real quick before I said this. I think it's 1R. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's F-E-R. See? I almost spelt that shit wrong. You can tell I don't own a Ferrari. Hold on here. So, if you guys had to pick, which car would you buy when we get rich? When we get rich, which car, if you had to pick between those two, a Ferrari or a Lamborghini, which car would you pick? And I'm going to let the poll play itself out, and I'm going to give you guys my opinion on which car I would pick. or which car I'm going to pick, because I'm going to have one of those. I'm going to have one of those, so we'll see. So, Adam, you see what we're doing right now? You see how I said hold off? Because we didn't get confirmation above that 50. Look where we're coming down to. Now would be probably not a bad time to maybe open up that long. Look at that. Boom. We just hit the 20-day. Let's check it out. If we were to open up a long right now, let's see if it's going to hold. Let's see. We're zoomed in right now, so don't get scared, guys. We're literally zoomed in on Bitcoin. So we're playing out to see if we would open up a long right now at the 20-day, if it would hold. Now, I'm saying Adam was talking about opening up a long up here. I said to hold on, possibly wait for some kind of a bounce on the 20. Now, you can see, technically, right now, okay, look, we might be seeing the bounce. So let's see how this plays out. And I'm actually going to, let me zoom in a little bit. We'll go back to the 15. Go back to the 15. Sometimes I need to see the candles like as they move. Uh-oh. It might break this 20-day, Adam. Hold on. Let's check on the poll real quick. Let's see here. Make sure you guys jump in that poll. I need to know. I really need to know, what am I going to be buying? Am I going to be buying a Ferrari, or am I going to be buying a Lambo? I need you guys. And what are you going to be buying, right? Right now, 55% Lambo, 45% Rari. I'm going to wait till we get at least 15 votes in. We're almost there. And then I'm going to give you guys my answer and why. And why I would be getting the car that I'm picking. Nico said TradingView is a good platform to use. I got 1 month free. Hell yeah. They always send me stuff because I periodically will pay for it, and then it's like you know what I'm saying, and then I usually will get a subscription on TradingView when they give me good offers, right? And then when it expires, I kind of let it be. Give them like a few weeks or a month, and then they're sending you 60% off if you buy now. And then I'll usually take advantage of it. Amar said, Myro, it is emptying the bank account into this. I go big or go home. Oh, Lord. All right, Amor. Now you got me all nervous. I hope I made the right decision, bro. Oh, Hungry. Come on. He said he's too broke to even know what those cars look like. Come on, bro. That's why we're here. That's why we're in crypto, bro. Because I honestly, and I'm not just saying this, I hope that one day, even if you don't even want to buy those cars, you can at least have the option to be like, you know what? Do I want to get that car? Nah, bro. I don't even want that. I'm gonna go buy my mom a house instead of spending $300K on a freaking car, right? Frigerio said he's gonna buy a Honda. Hey, bro. No disrespect on the Hondas, because those things long term, right there, bro. Right? Long term. Adam Soldier, look. Oh, every time I go to say, look, we're bouncing. Look, we're going to bounce. It's like it's battling right now, this 20-day, which gets me a little bit kind of wary as far as, is it going to hold or is it going to fold? Let me check the we only need 2 more votes. If you haven't voted, come on, put that vote in. 2 more votes. Amor said he's going to buy a Corvette. You know what? Corvettes, honestly, bang for buck, Corvettes are probably a better buy anyway, because you're talking about like 80, 90,000, and I mean, they're pretty much a supercar, right? And you can get those things freaking, I mean, they come fast. You can get them even faster, right? You can do some things to those cars. All right, Adam, look. Now it's looking like it's going to break this 20-day, bro. It's not even looking good. So you can see it's been literally, look, it's been bouncing off this 20-day. I mean, you had this little break below, but then you saw it come right back up, bouncing, and it went on a nice little, I'm not going to say a run, but at least a little bit of a move. Now, look at it. It looks like it's finally trying to break the 20-day, which means last time we broke the 20-day, we came back down towards these levels down here around 60K. So we'll see how this plays out. All right, so I'm just going to so we have 54% Ferrari, 46% Lambo, and my opinion is if I was going to pick between those two cars, it would be a Ferrari. It would be a Ferrari, believe it or not. I think both cars are beautiful, but I think the Ferrari is the better buy because the Ferraris are faster. The Ferraris are faster than Lambos. Lamborghinis, they're fast cars, but I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, there's cars like some of these Audis that are like 1/10 of the price will dust a Lambo. You know what I'm saying? So on looks, Lambo looks great, but as far as like the performance, they're definitely faster than your average car. But I mean, there's cars that you see every day driving around that'll dust a Lambo. A Ferrari, those things are freaking fast. They're beautiful, and those things come with like V12 twin quadruple turbos. You know, like they're just like sick performance cars. Ferraris are fast as hell. So I definitely, if I'm going for a supercar, I'd probably go towards the Ferrari. And the Ferrari is up 56%. So that's my opinion, honestly. Milady will climb. Even the rest fall, but it will take some time. Lambo forever. All right, I like that. Fragerio, yes. Crypto James blessed you with a membership, bro. Nico said he's gonna buy a Subaru Outback Wilderness. Nice. And Khalil said the Lambos are overrated. They really are, bro. And if you think about it, like, think about that. Spending $300,000 on that car. I mean, I don't know. That's a little bit out there. I don't care even if like I'm worth $10 million to go spend $300K on just a car that you're gonna probably be sick of in the next year or two, and then when you go to try to sell it, you're not gonna get anywhere near that money back. I don't know. I mean, during like the pandemic, the supercars were selling like old school. You could have a Lambo that was like 3 years old selling for more than what you paid for, but those prices have come down now. I'm looking to buy a new car, and the car prices right now have come back down to normal compared to, if you guys remember, 2-3 years ago, buying a used car, because the new cars were hard to get because of the chip shortage. The new cars were they were scarce, so it brought the demand on used cars up. So the prices went up like crazy. Now new cars have come back around where you can get really good deals on them. You know, you can get like all these like crazy deals that they have, you know, like 0% financing and stuff like that. So a lot of people are buying new cars again. The used car market is starting to come down, you know, so it's a good time. In my opinion, if you look in the last 3 years, it's a good time right now to be shopping for a car. And I think they're going to continue to drop in price. Nothing crazy, but I think maybe in the next year, you'll still see like maybe a 5-10% decrease on a lot of your cars, on used cars. But they were selling, bro, you go back 2 years ago, there were cars that were worth like $1,500 selling for like $5,000. You know, like it was just like we were in some crazy times like a few years ago. Crazy times. So technically, Adam, if you see, it still looks like this. You can see we're technically trying to bounce off this 20-day moving average. I've been staying here because I want to see how this plays out, if this long would have played out. But look at that. So far, it looks like we're trying to bounce off that 20-day. So wouldn't have been a bad move, in my opinion, for right now. You know, we could see an epic red candle form out of nowhere, right? As I talk, I could be eating my words, so I'm trying not to say anything and just let it play out. But it's looking like that 20-day. I talk lower so it doesn't hear me talking. looks like that 20-day might not be a bad time or a bad buy. So we'll see how it plays out. Amor said, I keep getting memories of the Ferrari guy racing the Supra from the Fast and the Furious. BP said he's going to get a nice BMW hybrid. Okay. BP's a family guy, so he's got to make sure he can't be out there. His stunting days are over with. So if he's going to still flex, it's going to be like a BMW, but it's going to be like a hybrid. Nothing too crazy. You know, he can fit the family in there, but he's still looking good while he does it. Make sure he's got his whatever watch he's got on for the day, you know, and he's still you know, killing it. Cowie said, I'm an Uber driver and I want to upgrade when Milady moons. Which top luxury car should I get to Uber? No, you're not off topic, bro. You're not off topic whatsoever. I mean, honestly, bro, I know you get more money. If you get a nice car, you can Uber, right? You can go into like Uber and like luxury, right? Luxury cars. So you get paid more. But I mean, I would just feel like crap if I had like a really nice car and I'm sitting there putting miles on it like crazy. I don't know. I'd feel like crap doing that. But so I don't know. That would be like your decision. But I'm me personally, I like performance and I like really nice cars, right? So I'm a car guy. Like I love cars. And so, like, my go-to cars would be something like, you know, some kind of a BMW M4, you know, something like that. You would have to do something like an M4, M5 because you're going to need, you know, space to let people jump in. Or an Audi. I love Audis, bro. Anything on that S line, like an S6, S7, you know, something like that. Those cars, bad. 600 horsepower to the wheels. Still luxury as hell, still can drive the family around. But if you want it, family gets out and you're going out for the night to go get drinks with the boys, riding down the street, wow, 600 horsepower, right? That's what I'm looking. That's the kind of car I want. Oh, he said he wants an M8. Oh yeah, there you go. I think isn't the M8 like the Ferrari looking BMW? Right? Isn't that one where the doors go up like butterfly? Yeah, that's exactly what BP was just saying. Man, this girl that goes to the gym with me, she stunts. She pulls up to the gym and she has one. You know, believe it or not, those BMWs are not that expensive compared to what they look like. They look like they're like Lambo, Ferrari, you know, Ferrari amount of money. I'm seeing them right now being sold for like 50, 60K. Right? And this whole time, this girl's sitting there trying to flex on me, pulling up, and now I'm looking at her like, I mean, it's a nice car regardless, but I'm like, bruh. You know, I'm just like, you probably got a good deal on that car, didn't you? And you're over here trying to flex on me. Cowie, no worries, bro. No worries, bro. Red Rum said I have 5 billion Milady now. Is that good? You always ask me that, Red Rum. I told you. I think that's a solid bag, bro. I really do. Adam, you checking this out, bro? Checking out this long? Dog with sooty hat. I heard Milady's NFKs have been killing it lately. You can see the floor price for Milady's NFKs is 4 Ethereum. So that's over what? That's over $12,000 just for an NFK. And that's right now while NFK market's down like crazy. Yeah, floor price is around 4.18. Average price is 4.25, 4.25 Ethereum. So Milady's NFKs have been killing it. We want to see even if you're saying the NFKs and the actual coin are not associated, they have some correlation, right? So we want to see that the NFTs. I keep saying NFK. We want to see the NFTs for Milady, just get higher and higher, because I think it's going to do it's going to bring a lot of publicity. If the NFTs for Milady are up 20 Ethereum in the bull run, people are going to be, they stumble across the coin. It's definitely going to be very bullish, I think. And you can't say they don't have any correlation, because when all Elon had to do was post a picture of the NFT, and it made the Milady's coin go absolutely insane up. So I'm gonna end the poll. Ferrari won with 59%, 41% Lambo. So I guess the term's gonna be win Rari is gonna be the tone. Oh, okay. So he said the i8s are the ones that look like the Rari. Okay. I knew it was something 8. Digity said, no Lambo, no Ferrari for me. I have people to take care of. And you know what, bro? I respect that, and I'm honestly right there with you. Like I was saying before we even got into it, I was like, bro, I honestly wouldn't see myself, unless like I, was like a freaking billionaire or something. I wouldn't see myself buying no Ferrari or Lamborghini at all. Just like you, bro, I got family and I got people I got to take care of and stuff like that. Like, I wouldn't dare, be out there spending $300,000 on a car when I could be buying, my grandmother a house, or, something like that, right? So definitely respect that. BP said, FUD, I'm currently on a short on BTC. Stop loss is at 63,500. Wait, you're on a short. Oh, yeah, so you're on a short. So as long as we stay under that 63.5, that's your liquidation. All right. So today, you can see for today, we haven't even got up to 63.5, I don't think, right? This was yesterday. Actually, I'm sorry. This was today. We did actually jump up to 64.6. I'm looking at. So the day started right here. So let's see here. What were you saying? So you're currently on a short on Bitcoin. Where did you start shorting? What was your entry for it? I'm not BP. The reason why I asked is because, like, if you caught a short like up here, obviously you're up. Even right here, you're doing good. But if you caught a short and you're anywhere in this area right here, you're risking it. It's a high risk, because it looks like we already bounced at the 59 right here, the 59.6. Tomorrow we could possibly wake up and Bitcoin starting to try to recover, only because we have this halving in 2 days from now. So you opened up the short at 60,900. So you're somewhere around this area right here. So what I would do in that situation, bro, is if you do have the opportunity to I'm trying to try to word everything correctly. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Woke up at 5 o'clock this morning. So you're right here. If you have the opportunity, let's say Bitcoin drops back down, possibly towards these levels, I would be looking to just exit that position and try to minimize any kind of loss. And the reason is because, like I said, I'm not going bullish, short term or anything like that, but I wouldn't be surprised, especially the way it's trying to bounce off this 20-day, that we might end up retesting this 61.6, and eventually, if we break the 61.6 and we go on some kind of finding some support above the 61.6, we're most likely going to try to run back up to some of these levels that we were at earlier, which is going to be 63, 64,000 possibly. So I would be watching it and just seeing if we do break this 20-day, we're probably going to be coming down. You can maybe see how far you can ride it down. But if you have the opportunity to jump out of that position, I would if we start coming down, just because I don't like that position that you're in. I really don't. That's 60,900. If you were on a long, I would be like, hell yeah, you're doing pretty good. But the fact that you're on a short at the 60,900, we were briefly under that, right? I know you said you were thinking we were going to head back down, but looking at the numbers and looking at everything, we were briefly under that. We most of the time for today, we've been higher than where you started to short. So I would just, like I said, I would possibly wait for some kind of an opportunity if we do break below this 20-day to just try to get to anywhere where your entry point is and jump out of that position. BP said, I'm good with my Kia. It's paid for. That's the best car right there, bro. Oh, and I'm not talking about financing any no car. I mean, obviously, I'm not anybody that's got to finance a car, you know, it is what it is. But if you're able to not finance a car, that is the best thing, right? You do not want to get yourself into payments on a car. I refuse to be on payments on a car. I hate having to sit there and have to pay them $500+ every month, you know, for a freaking car, and you're just looking at the principal and it's just like never going down. That's how they get people. That's how they just keep people like where they're at financially, right? You're sitting there working to pay a car off, and then finally when you pay the car off, it's worth $5,000, right? And now it's got 150,000 miles on the car, you know, and you're already you want to get another car. What are you going to do? Just go finance another car? So you trade it in, they give you $2,000 off the new car, and you're right back into payments, and you do it all over again. Nico said, my first car was when I was 24 in 1994. I never got a loan for cars except the one Chevy Cavalier 2-door. He said he had to put that Cavalier on finance. He needed that car. He was like, there ain't no way he's walking away from that one. Let's see here. Soul said, what if I open a long when James asked earlier? If you would have opened up a long, James was going to open up a long back here, you would be down right now. You wouldn't be liquidated, most likely, even if it was 100x. You probably wouldn't have been liquidated, but you'd be very close to being liquidated right now if you opened up a long when James said he was going to open up. So, you know, to be honest, guys, you guys notice, you see here, I don't have anything open. No positions open right now. I haven't really been, you know, I don't like the way that the market is right now. I don't like it. It's unpredictable, right? And yeah, you can say, well, the market is always unpredictable, right? But a lot of times, if you know your charts, you know your moving averages, you can kind of look at charts, you get a little bit better confidence in some of your trades. The way that the charts have been looking the last like couple of days, like I keep telling you guys, I don't know what tomorrow is going to bring, right? I don't know if it's going to be a good day or if we're going to see more pain in the market. It's one of those times where it's really not really the charts. It's like what is going to happen on the world stage. Is something big going to happen overnight or tomorrow that's going to bring us down, right? Or is it going to go quiet again? You know, because if that's the case, then the markets probably are going to start trying to pick up and rebound what they've lost. So, you know, that's what I've been on. So that's why I've been real hesitant to opening up any kind of longs or shorts for right now. So Soul said, all right, makes a lot of sense. I just want to risk it. Why? What do you got? Money burning in a hole in your pocket right now, bro? I mean, if I was to open up anything right now, it would be something small. It really would be. It would be something small that I'm not going to lose sleep over. That's what I would be doing. But if James listened to what I said, right, he technically would be up. If I opened up 100x right here, believe it or not, just this small move, you'd probably be up like 15-20% just off this little small move if you opened up the long and you caught it at this 20-day like I was saying. And you guys remember we were up here and I said it's not giving me any confirmation that we're going to stay above this 50-day. I was like, we're probably going to break and bounce at the 20-day, right? And this is stuff that we've learned and we're learning on our members-only courses, our members-only streams, how to be a better trader. So if you guys are interested, make sure you guys hit that join and become a member. It's only $5, and we're going to be doing an airdrop, another airdrop coming up next month. So it kind of pays for itself in a way, right? Hungry said thoughts on ICP. So ICP long term, you guys, I mean, I haven't spoke about it in a while, but ICP long term, definitely very bullish on ICP. Definitely very bullish on ICP. I think long term ICP is going to do really well. So I mean, if you're long term like I am, right now wouldn't be a bad spot to be accumulating. I personally am not buying back in because you guys remember, if you've been following the channel for the last year, I was screaming to the hills. You see this little box down here? I'm going to zoom all the way out. Back here, this was in September last year. This was my buy zone that I was buying ICP at. $2.90 I was buying ICP. Eating it up. All on the channel, live, telling everybody. ICP. Now, I did sell short. I sold myself short because I sold at like 9 something, which I didn't realize that it was like back here. We had went on this crazy run and I sold at like 9 something. It ran all the way up to about $11.80 something cents. Should have bought back in at $8.50 and I didn't. And the whole market obviously went on a beautiful run. ICP did great. So I did sell myself short, but I did do really well as far as buying in at a good price. And I did make some good profits on there. But, you know, long term, ICP I think is going to do really well. I really do. I really would like to get back in, but it's hard for me to buy in, especially right now because I'd be buying in at a higher price than what I sold. So, but I do think ICP is going to kill it in this bull run for sure. And I remember calling it back when it was at like $2 and something cents. I said ICP is going to be a top 10 project. Now, they haven't got to the top 10, but I think when they were up here, they were a top 15 project. They came all the way from like 50th place to the top 15. So, I mean, they definitely did, you know, really well. Amor said, people thought I was dumb for risking it all in Milady. I laughed at them. Now they haven't said a word to me since. And if you guys don't know, Amor's been buying Milady since we were at rock bottom, and he was sacrificing everything to just accumulate. And he has a solid bag. And even with Milady down right now, Amor's up like crazy on ICP because he was eating up the bottom. Another project we were covering, we can scroll back and look at our charts. We have all this stuff mapped out from back. This was when I was buying Milady at the very bottom at the 19 right here for Milady, and we covered Milady on the channel for the last year, going through the thick and through the thin. So don't think we weren't here. We ain't one of those. We're not one of those YouTube channels that we just started popping up talking about any of these projects. You can go back and check the receipts on all the videos for the last like over a year of me talking about all these projects when we were in the bear market. Fetch was another one. 15 cents. it just ran up to like what, like $4 or damn near $4. So, but let's just do a quick recap on everything. So, like I was telling you guys, you know, unfortunately, looking at the charts, I'm just like, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, right? For right now, until we break this trend line, we're going to stay short-term bearish. For our spot for some support, we did call it yesterday. It bounced a little bit before, but a little bit above. But this 59.6, 59.7 is a spot right here that we bounced earlier. That's going to be our support level. As far as resistance, it's going to be the 61.5, 61.6 is going to be our resistance for right now. So hopefully this 59.6, 59.7 will hold. If it doesn't, our next spot for some support is going to be 57,900. Somewhere around that area is going to be our next spot for some support. So hopefully tomorrow we don't have to talk about that, and we're talking about us breaking the trend and we're just running back up, and the rest of the market will be following. Let me see what's Bitcoin's dominance, sitting around 54, so nothing too crazy. For Milady, nothing too crazy. Like I said, right now, don't even look at the charts particularly. Right now, it would just be buying in, adding to my bag, just dollar cost averaging in, and thinking about what we know is going to come in the future, right? We don't know when, but we know what's going to happen, and we know Milady is going to do really well in this bull run. So whenever she gets there, she'll get there. But I'm telling you guys, you don't want to look back and be like, bro, I was given this opportunity to just keep dollar cost averaging in, and I didn't take advantage of it. So that's what I'm doing, not just for Milady, but for any of these projects that I'm bullish on. We talked about them earlier. A lot of projects that I'm looking for or I'm looking at. So, but other than that, guys, make sure you guys join that Discord. If you are watching the video after the fact, let me know in the comments. I'll definitely add the updated Discord link because they do expire. So just let me know. Make sure you guys hit that like, hit that subscribe, and if you are interested in being a better trader, make sure you guys hit the join button. It's $5 to join. It'll pay off in the long run, right? All right, guys. Other than that, I thank you guys so much for the stream tonight. I know nothing crazy, but I'm glad to be here and just talk crypto with you guys. Other than that, I will see each and every one of you guys tomorrow, all right? Have a great night, and I will see you guys. See ya.